SuccessFactors onboarding, and Isham will take us through this topic.
Hi everyone. So I'll be presenting the onboarding changes for this release, and SAP has introduced a lot of great features and changes in this release. So we will be going through them all. Yep. So the first one is there is a new feature called Your Onboarding Checklist for new hires, and so this feature, the onboarding checklist page, offers a streamlined and user-friendly interface for new hires to navigate through their onboarding process efficiently. So divided into four sections on the left side, it presents a clear overview of tasks and enable easy selection for the new hires. So the sections includes onboarding data collection for personal and additional collection, compliance tasks for essential form completion via e-signature, additional onboarding tasks for organization-specific custom tasks, and explore onboarding guide for essential tools and guidance. So this structured approach ensures new employees have all the resources they need to seamlessly integrate into the company and begin their roles effectively. So these improvements are very useful, ensure that new hires easily locate and prioritize tasks, resulting in a smoother onboarding experience overall. So the next one is mass completion option. And so this one is hiring managers can now select up to 100 new hires to perform onboarding activities such as welcome messages, assigning buddies, or making recommendations. So this feature streamlines this process, accessible via a dedicated button on the onboarding dashboard when multiple hires are selected. Additionally, this option is available for administrators directly on the homepage. So this enhancement is very useful as it improves efficiency for organizations engaged in high volume hiring, allowing tasks to be completed for multiple new hires simultaneously rather than individually. So it's a very great task. So the next one is support for additional role types. So what SAP has done is they have now introduced four new roles in onboarding. So earlier there was only one role that was a manager. So now they have introduced four new additional role types. That is employee HR, metrics manager, custom manager, and second level manager. So these roles can be utilized to adjust responsible groups in onboarding general settings. So new hire data review, additional steps can in onboarding can be assigned to these roles as well in onboarding. So the next is the final review step. So this is a new feature that SAP has introduced. So this offers a flexible and optional step in the onboarding process, and it can be integrated into active workflows following personal data collection, additional data collection, or document flow stages. So once activated, users can modify data or request corrections directly on the provide personal data page. So here's how it works. So upon completion of the final review, clicking review completed smoothly transitions the new hire to ready to hire status, granted that all onboarding tasks are complete. So request correction triggers a user-friendly pop-up tile for request personal data correction for the clarification. So this feature is very useful as it enables new hires to rectify any data inaccuracies without the need to restart the entire onboarding process. So earlier, if we needed to make any change in the onboarding process, so we needed to restart the onboarding process. But using this step, there is no need to restart the onboarding process. So automatically hire applicants. This is a great, and this is I'll say this is the biggest change in the onboarding process, in onboarding and recruiting process. So now we can set up automatically onboard applicants from onboarding into Employee Central without any manual intervention using the Manage Pending Hires tool. So applicants who aren't successfully hired through the automatic hire process will appear in Manage Pending Hires for manual processing. So there are two new icons and SAP has introduced in Manage Pending Hires tool. One is automatic hire icon. So the users that are successfully hired from onboarding to Employee Central automatically, they will be with this icon automatically hire. And there is alert icon if there is any issue due to data or configuration issue, and the onboarding is not automatically transferred to Employee Central, then it will be alerted over here. So yeah, so this automatic feature is very useful as it eliminates the manual steps and reducing the time to hire applicants in Employee Central. Manager and the next one is manager and start date changes recorded in onboarding. So now hiring manager and onboarding applicants can adjust the new hires manager and change the start date of the new hires in onboarding before the manage pending hire step, and they do not need to restart the onboarding process for this change. So earlier, like if any manager or any start date related change needs to be made in onboarding, we needed to restart the onboarding process. But SAP has introduced this feature. Now we do not need to restart the onboarding process, but hiring managers and onboarding participants can do it without restarting the process. So this will save a lot of time for the hiring managers and onboarding participants. So the next change is active employees are included in the rehire match. So earlier, only the terminated employees were included in the rehire match, but now the active employees are also included in the rehire match. So if there is a if there is a rehire that is coming from recruitment, and the profile can match with the active employees as well, and with the future date terminations as well. So as part of the update, users can now select matching active employees profile with the future dated termination and proceed to rehire them for a new employment. And the example is a contingent worker with a future dated termination date can be rehired as a full-time employee for a future start date before their current contract ends. So this will save a lot of time for the organization, and this is a very cool feature for the contingents and for the continuation of the employments. So completed processes. So this there is a filter that SAP has added in the onboarding dashboard. Now we can filter on the completed processes as well. So SAP has added a toggle button on the onboarding dashboard. So if any administrator or hiring manager wants to filter the completed onboardies, so they can just turn on this button and see all the completed processes. Onboarding support for global assignment. So SAP has introduced the onboarding process for the global assignment as well. So using this feature, like if the global assignment is initiated from Employee Central, so we can initiate the onboarding process for the global assignment employees as well. So, but data modifications and host assignments are managed directly in Employee Central. They are not we cannot manage them in onboarding, but the changes will be reflected in onboarding. So yeah, this enhancement, yeah. That's it.
Great. Thank you for your insights, Ishan. It seems like there's quite a few good time-saving changes and improvements in usability. We have a question for you. The automatic hire from onboarding feature will remove an admin burden for us. Do you see any risks or things we should consider before enabling it?
So a proper assessment of the onboarding process needs to be done before enabling this feature. Yeah, this features removes a lot of burden for admins, but we need to make sure that like we are assessing the data that is going from onboarding to Employee Central. We have new hire data review step in onboarding. We need to see that like if we are reviewing all the information in the new hire data review step and before completing the onboarding process, if we are enabling this step. Yeah.
Great. Thank you, Ishan.